Donald Trump's recent post on his social platform, Truth Social, stirred considerable debate across global economic and political circles. In his statement, the former US president threatened to impose 100% tariffs on goods from countries moving away from the US dollar for international trade. He dismissed the idea that BRICS countries could successfully establish an alternative to the dollar, warning that any such move would lead to those nations losing access to the American market. This bold stance quickly became a talking point for commentators on both sides of the Atlantic. Economists, analysts, and media outlets picked apart the potential implications, with some describing the statement as a strategic declaration, while others viewed it as rhetoric aimed at regaining control of a shifting financial order. Amid the widespread discussion, Russian President Vladimir Putin responded more or less directly during his remarks at the Russia Calling Investment Forum in Moscow, offering a contrasting perspective on the situation. Putin's response also touched on changes in the global financial system during the years since Trump left office. In commenting on Trump's remarks about imposing 100% tariffs, Putin pointed out that the dollar is not as dominant as it was 4 years ago when Trump was still in office, partially due to policy shifts introduced by the Democratic administration. It has been 4 years since the US president-elect was in the White House. During this time, the economy has undergone many changes, both globally and in America. His successors, his political opponents, have done a great deal to undermine the fundamental role of the dollar as a global reserve currency, Putin remarked. He added that the dollar's role has been further weakened by its use as a tool for political leverage. Putin also noted that the dollar's global influence is declining alongside the US's share of the global economy. Given that the US's share in the global economy is shrinking, the dollar's influence on global economic processes naturally is also falling. And as this happens, new tools come to the fore, he explained. Emphasizing the inevitability of financial evolution, Putin added that modern technologies and instruments cannot be prohibited or suppressed. Speaking at the forum, Putin highlighted ongoing efforts within the BRICS bloc to create a digital investment platform. This platform, he explained, is designed to support mutual investments and facilitate economic growth, particularly in emerging markets like South Asia and Africa. The idea is to enable secure, reliable, and efficient transactions that are insulated from inflation and currency volatility. This initiative reflects a broader push by BRICS countries to reduce dependence on traditional Western financial systems, a process that has gained momentum over recent years. Putin framed this development not as a reactionary move, but as part of a long-standing strategy. He pointed out that Russia's engagement with the Global South and East began decades ago, driven by an understanding of evolving global economic trends. In this context, the digital investment platform is not just a tool for diversification, but also a means of fostering deeper financial cooperation within BRICS. The Russian leader used the forum to outline some key achievements in his country's economic recovery and growth. He described how Russia weathered a challenging period following sanctions in 2022, with its economy showing signs of resilience and structural adaptation. Gross domestic product grew by 3.6% last year and by 4.1% in the first 10 months of 2024. Much of this growth came from sectors like manufacturing and high-value industries, suggesting that the economy is evolving toward more sustainable and diversified foundations. Unemployment in Russia has also dropped to record low levels of 2.3%, outperforming many Western economies. Putin attributed this to improvements in labor market dynamics, particularly among younger workers and regions that traditionally struggled with high employment. The country has also embraced digitalization in its financial sector, with initiatives like the Digital Ruble streamlining transactions and cutting costs. Within the BRICS framework, Putin emphasized the potential of collaborative projects such as the New Development Bank's role in advancing the proposed digital investment platform. The platform aims to provide financial support to member nations while fostering greater economic integration and mutual investment. By leveraging advancements in digital technology, the platform offers an innovative way to address challenges in international finance, particularly for the countries in the global south that have historically faced barriers to accessing capital. Putin's response to Trump's tariffs threat also touched on the broader implications of such measures. He suggested that imposing restrictions or penalties often leads to unintended consequences, such as accelerating the search for alternative systems. The rise of digital currencies like Bitcoin, he noted, as an example of financial tools that operate beyond traditional controls, underscoring the limits of regulatory measures. While not dismissing the role of the dollar outright, Putin argued that global financial systems are evolving in ways that make alternative payment methods increasingly viable. He framed these changes as inevitable, driven by technological innovation and shifting economic priorities among emerging markets.
The share of the US in the world economy is reducing, and it means that the influence of dollar on world economic processes is also reducing. That is why, quite naturally, we see processes with the use of other instruments. For instance, Bitcoin. Who can prohibit the use of it? No one. Or the use of other electronic ways of settlements. No one can ban the use of them because these are new technologies. Anything can happen with dollar. These instruments will continue developing because everyone will try to reduce costs and to make these instruments more reliable. This is inevitable. And dollar has nothing to do with it. But if we see that the use of dollar is reduced, if they do it themselves, they will undermine the basis of their own economic dominance. This is obvious, and I absolutely agree with you on that.
Interestingly, despite the geopolitical tensions, Putin observed that many Western businesses have continued operating in Russia, with some adapting to the new environment while others work through exit strategies. This underscores the complexity of global economic interdependence, even in periods of heightened political pressure. The interplay between Trump's statements and the BRICS countries' initiatives highlights the broader challenges facing the global financial order. On one hand, the US remains a dominant economic power with significant leverage. On the other, countries within BRICS are exploring ways to reduce their dependency on traditional Western financial systems, motivated by a combination of necessity and opportunity. Whether these efforts will lead to significant changes in the global financial system remains uncertain. However, initiatives like the Digital Investment Platform suggest that BRICS nations are serious about charting their path forward. The focus on leveraging technology to enhance financial stability and cooperation reflects a pragmatic approach to addressing the economic needs of member nations and their partners. As the global landscape continues to evolve, it is clear that both unilateral threats and multilateral initiatives will shape the trajectory of international trade and finance. The dynamics between established powers like the US and emerging blocs like BRICS will remain a critical area to watch, with significant implications for the global economy in the years to come. To delve deeper into the nuances of this topic, we recently hosted a fascinating live stream featuring Dr. Ankit Shah, our esteemed friend and professional consultant from India. Dr. Shah provided a sharp, enlightening analysis of Trump's statement and its potential implications for BRICS and the global economy. If you are curious to explore this discussion further, we invite you to watch the full live stream, an engaging conversation packed with insights and expertise. The link is available at the end of this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to join the conversation and stay updated with our latest analysis. Stay with us. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.